Hello, my name is Ann Wasserman. I have made a career out of learning about and how to take care of antique and vintage quilts. This is a quilt that was sent to me by a customer for an assessment and to see what could be done for the poor thing that's very, very tattered, as you can see. I've dubbed the quilt Past Glory because while it has seen many better days, it also certainly shows us how glorious it used to be when it was new. The pattern is called Prince's Feather, and it was popular for very special quilts in the mid-1800s, 1860s, 1870s, that kind of a time. The fabric colors and condition of the quilt, which, as I say, is not great, can teach us some things about early fabric dyes and good practices to help keep our own quilts intact for longer. But as you can see, it is gorgeous. And as you can see, it's had a problem along one edge, which will be explained in my blog in particular. Here's one of the best preserved sections of the quilt. Most of that tan is still intact and still attached to the quilt. In lots of other places, it's raggedy and almost falling off and also flat out gone. But in this corner, we can get a glimpse of the actual complete pattern. Prince's Feather was named after the feather that was a symbol of the Prince of Wales. It's often mistakenly Americanized, I guess, into Princess Feather, which is not true. It's Prince'(S), Prince's Feather. One amazing thing about this quilt is the stitching. Both the applique of this really intricate toothed feather design and the quilting, both are stitched precisely, tiny stitches, and as beautifully as can be. There's just no other thing to say about it except it is exquisite in its technique. And I've photographed this one little part with a ruler so you can see for sure how tiny the stitches are. And also to say that the quilter who made this did not like blank, empty spaces. There's extra appliques added around the edges of the quilt and between the feather circles and in the center of the quilt as well. But also there's quilting everywhere, and all over there are these rows and rows of tiny, beautiful little hearts. Some people say that hearts on a quilt mean it was made for a wedding. I don't know if that's ever been actually proven to be the case, but if it was, this would be a wonderful way to enter married life. Then there's the question of what happened to the color. Was this tan the original color along with the red? And I'm really pretty sure that it was not the original color. In the late and end of the 1800s, the science was experimenting with lots of new synthetic dyes. And they made beautiful colors that quilters love to use, many of them, but also many of them were not color fast to light and to washing and things like that. And the ones that faded out faded to this kind of off tan, which was called dun, D-U-N. And I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I'm pretty sure also that it may have added to the weakness of the fabric, and that's why it has disintegrated so badly. The red fabric is a color called turkey red. It was a dye process that was invented in the Near East, hence the name. It doesn't have anything to do with the turkey bird. And it was used for eons and is a very beloved color. When the first synthetic reds came out, they also had this fading problem, fading to the tan or dun. So it's kind of a shame. And I'm thinking I might try to find a computer program that would put green everywhere that dun was to get a sense of what it looked like as green. So there's some fun things about a very amazing quilt, even though it looks pretty shabby right now. But if you want to read the full story and see lots more photos, you can come to my blog. There's a long post about it. The link for that is down below. Don't forget, I have a usually annual workshop called Preserving Our Quilt Legacy, where you can come and learn in depth all sorts of these kind of topics about how to care for old quilts, the kinds of things that can happen to them, and also on the way, see loads and loads of beautiful quilts. Down below, you'll find a link to sign up for my newsletter. I do ask people sometimes to send in questions and comments, and so you could even get one of your quilts shown online if you want to, and if you send it in to me. So I hope you enjoyed this little journey with this magnificent and tattered old beauty. Thanks for coming by. Once again, my name is Ann Wasserman. Bye.